Hi everyone! Happy New Year to all as well.
Happy New Year.
We're actually filming this before the New Year, hence why the Christmas tree is still there.
Yeah, it's going this week though.
Yeah, but by the time this goes out, it will have already passed the New Year. So Happy New Year to all. Hope you're having a good New Year so far. And probably not that far away from payday now for everyone as well by the time this goes out. So we just hope we jump on the back of the last video. We said we'd give you some costings basically of our last holiday, and also we're going to give you a bit of a trip reveal as well, a trip announcement for our next trip, which is coming up pretty quickly as well.
Very soon.
So we'll start off with the costings first of all. So just for context, we booked this through Expedia. I wait until Aer Lingus has a sale on before I book anything. They have the biggest sale normally just before Black Friday, but they have other ones here and there throughout the year, don't they? And if you could see what Bryony sees, there's probably not a week go by where I don't check flight prices.
Checking, yeah.
So yeah, like I say, I always wait for a sale to pop up. So this was 5 nights, Manchester with Aer Lingus to Orlando. And originally we were staying at the Wyndham Garden Lake Buena Vista, which is bang across from Disney Springs on Hotel Plaza Boulevard. There's quite a few hotels on there, the Good Neighbour hotels. So nice. you get some benefits basically staying there. You get early entry as well, like you do at Disney hotels. So the original holiday cost was $1,550-ish. It were about $1,500. I think it was just over $1,500, and that was for the 5 nights, the flights and the hotel. However, as you've probably seen in the vlogs, we didn't stay there. We stayed at Disney's All-Star Music Resort. The reason behind this is we got a car for one, and parking there is $30 a day at the Wyndham. Reason number 2 is that I spotted an unbelievably good price we're annual pass holders at Disney, and we get a discount as well. So if you leave it sometimes within like a 2-month sort of window before you travel, you can actually get some pretty good bargains on Disney hotels. And I just happened to look at a curiosity and saw a deal basically. So we finished up cancelling the Wyndham. The Wyndham was £326 or something like that for the 5 nights. However, not only did they charge $30 parking per day, which would have been for the 3 days would have had the car for, would have been like $90, so what, 70 quid. They also charge a resort fee there as well. So although it sounds a really cheap hotel, you've got $40.50 per day resort fee.
And you have to pay that when you come back. So it's not really in the holiday cost kind of thing. You've got to factor that in for when you get back off your holiday.
Yeah,
that then goes out.
Yeah, they take it sort of up front when you get there, but it doesn't actually come out. It just sits pending, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a couple of days or a week after you get back, then that goes out. So you've got to take that into consideration.
Yeah, so the resort fee, like I say, is $40.50. That's including tax, so it's $36. If anyone looks online and says, "Oh, it's $36," sort of thing, it is $36, but that's plus tax.
Yeah.
So with tax, it's $40.50 per day. So we worked it out essentially, 325. Let's say, I think it was 326, but let's just say 325 for the Wyndham. But then it was $150 on top of that for the resort fee, plus another, let's say $90, let's say 70 quid for the parking as well. You're probably looking at a total of around sort of 545 roughly, sort of thing, total cost. The Disney hotel, however, at All Stars, with the annual pass discount, which were 30% off, come at a total of £520. So we were actually £25 up staying on site than we were staying, I'm not going to say off site because it's not off site, it is still within the bubble. It's a partner hotel, so we jumped at the chance, didn't we, realistically?
Yeah, because we've never done it before. We've always said we won't mind trying to stay on site, even though we still think we are on site at Wyndham, but we've always talked about, can we afford to stay at a Disney hotel, because even though the All Stars are value resorts,
They're still not cheap.
They're still not cheap, and we can't justify paying the price an All-Stars where we can stay over road from Disney Springs for half the price.
Yeah.
Because then that's more money for other things then as well, and then we can afford other holidays as well. So when we saw that price, we thought, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Why not? It were a no-brainer.
However, we've had conversations about the All-Star hotels in particular. You know, if the opportunity presented itself, would we do it again?
I would.
If we were driving, I don't know, like I said, whether we'd need a car if we were staying there.
No, I think if the opportunity did present itself again, and we can afford it, and it were a good deal, then I'd definitely do it and just say we don't need a car.
For me, at the price point we got it at, then yes, I would. But that's the caveat. It's at the price point we got it at. Mm-hmm. If it was like it normally is, you know, a few £300, £400, £500 more expensive than where we normally stay, then I wouldn't do it.
Oh, no, 100% not, no. But if we can get it at a good deal at around about the price we'd stay at the Wyndham for anyway, including the resort fee.
Yeah.
And we can get it for around that price point, even if it's a little bit more, like £100 more.
Yeah.
Then yeah, definitely, 100%.
There were certain aspects of staying on site that I enjoyed. There were certain aspects that put me off. The buses in the morning, the queues were like. Luckily, we had a car for three of them, but we could see the lines, couldn't we, for the buses?
Yeah, and we know that buses are more frequent, especially in the morning and at park close.
Yeah,
they are more frequent.
But there's less. There's a chance you're not going to get on the first bus that turns up, and even if you get on the second bus, you might not get a seat.
Yeah.
As well.
And they do cram you on them buses as well. I've noticed.
Yeah.
Like especially like the bendy buses. Obviously, they're two buses put together. But they do cram you on. So.
Yeah. So, you know, in the grand scheme of things, would we stay there again? Yes, if the price was right. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about the next holiday when we come round to it in a second. But yeah. Like I say, yeah, would we stay there again? Yes, but only at the right price.
Yeah, it's got to be worth it.
The buses sort of put me off a little bit with the queues. The upside of it is, of course, yes, yeah, you've got the buses for one, but for me, we're having the shop. Mm-hmm. You know,
the Disney shop. Yeah,
we both got items of clothing.
On the last
day,
just
once
before,
we'd already packed, but literally on the way to the airport.
Waiting for taxi, weren't we? To the airport.
We'd ordered the Uber, Lyft, whatever it was. We'd ordered the taxi to the airport, and while we were waiting for that,
two last minute items.
Yeah, when I got 2 minutes, and you can't do that. But we needed to wait until we'd packed. If you remember, whatever day's vlog it was that furry Walt Disney World coats that Zoe on there. She put it on a couple of times.
Day 3, I think.
You'll know which one we mean if you watch the vlogs.
Day 3.
Yeah, she put it on a couple of times. Well, that we needed to wait until we'd packed basically and gone out.
See if we can get it out.
See if
and we could.
Well, actually, we just wore it, didn't we? Because we figured from the hotel we're going to be an air-conditioned taxi and then an air-conditioned airport. So, yeah, we can just get away with wearing it. There were definitely bonuses staying on site as well. So just moving on to then, obviously we did have a car. We only had a car for the first 3 days. We did this before we booked the All-Stars hotel. So this was already the plan, just to have it for the first 3 days. We didn't need it for the last 2 days. So this was all done in advance. We've never drove in America before. Again, just to sort of, long story short, I loved it, you didn't.
No.
I thought it was easy driving there. Most roads are, in blocks are straight, so they're on there. There's, normally 3 lanes at least is a dual carriageway. More often there's 3 lanes, if not 4. Generally speaking, like I say, I found it quite easy to drive there. You, on the other hand,
I just didn't enjoy it. I was on edge a lot of the time. I just found it even though it is exactly the same as driving over here, I found it completely different. And I was on edge all the time, and for me, it weren't enjoyable.
Yeah.
Even just as a passenger, it just weren't enjoyable. So.
Yeah. She said her curls were
her curls were twirling. Toes were curling.
Toes were curling. Even when I was driving. Which,
yeah.
I don't know whether to take that.
We didn't have radio on or out like that, did we? We were just proper like concentrating while you were driving.
Yeah, I got used to it the more I did it, essentially.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
The
last day or so that we had the car, I really started enjoying driving it, and I were a bit more at ease as well. We're doing car hire on the next trip.
Yeah, we are going to do it again
as well. So maybe you might give it another go.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But the more we do it, or the more you do it, let's say, the better at it, or the better you're going to feel. So.
Now, what I will say for anyone, because there's a lot of people I know that also fancy driving there, but they don't do it. And we was for 2 or 3 trips I've been talking about getting a car now, even if it was just for a day. I talked previously about like, well, we'll just get a car from the airport and we'll give it back the next day at Disney.
Just have it out
and
for
we'll
a
just
night.
drive. Yeah, we'll just drive from Disney. We'll go to Walmart in it,
and then just ride around Disney.
Go to a park, that night, and then the next day we'll
give it back.
Yeah, if you do it through Alamo in particular, probably other car hires are the same, but there's a few places you can drop it off. As you saw on our day 3, we dropped it off at the Dolphin Hotel, Swan and Dolphin, and then we just walked to Yacht Club and got a bus to a park. But there's also the car hire centre, which is just off Magic Kingdom, and they have a bus there that takes you back to the TTC as well. Rosen in Lake Buena Vista, they have a drop-off point for it as well. So there's a few places that you can drop the car if you don't have to go all the way back to the airport, basically. So if you did fancy just having a car for like a day or so to see how you get on with it, you can do it that way. Like I said, we only had it for 3 days because we only needed it for 3 days. And it was this trip in particular because it was a short trip.
Yeah, and it was a short trip anyway, but we had the car for less than the whole trip anyway. Yeah, we had it for the first two days.
But it was a good way to see if we got on with it, basically, without committing.
And you were gutted when we give it back. You were like, I wish we had it for longer. So you really enjoyed it.
And we had, even if we stayed at the Wyndham, we still had a hotel that if we didn't get on with driving...
Yeah, we could have just put it down as a loss and thought we'll just carry on with
we could have just left it parked up for 3 days, put it down as a loss and thought, right, okay, that's not for us.
Yeah.
So, the next trip, I don't, we'll give you, the sort of trip reveal coming, but sort of spoiler alert, we're not staying at a hotel that we'd have the option to, get a bus sort of thing. So... Yeah, that's another tip I would give you, basically. If you're going to, dip your toes in with driving, potentially do it while you've got other options in case you don't get on with it. Basically, don't go staying, up high drive where it's going to cost you a fortune in taxes if you don't get on with it, sort of thing as well. What else did we do? So we're just going to talk about things that we did for the first time.
Yeah, first time things. We're not going to go through the whole holiday. There's no point.
No, you've watched it.
So next thing, Christmas party.
Yeah. So we've talked about this quite a lot, haven't we?
Yeah, so we'll just do a brief summary.
The parade was fantastic.
That's the best bit of the night, the parade.
It's a good 25-30 minutes long. The parade was brilliant.
Yeah.
Fireworks, I mean, they had Christmas songs and everything. What we were doing consistently is comparing it to the Halloween.
Because we did Halloween for the first time in September just gone. Which obviously we didn't vlog, but that was the first time we did Halloween and we absolutely loved it, and we said 100% we would definitely do.
But this was the first time we'd done the Christmas party as well, so it's not like one was more wow factor-ish because it was the first time. Both of them were the first time. Yeah, that's
what I mean. So Halloween we did have that wow factor, and it was the first time we did it.
Yeah.
With this, it was the first time we did it, but we didn't have as much of the wow factor afterwards. It was good. We would definitely go back to Florida at Christmas time to do all the Christmas stuff again, but we wouldn't necessarily pay for tickets for the party.
Yeah, I think that the long and short of it essentially is, would we do Halloween again? Hell yes, 100%.
I think we're already planning it anyway, aren't we?
Yeah,
we're going to talk about it next time.
Yeah, we've already said we're going to do it again. We've also said that we're not probably going to do the Christmas party again.
No, because most of the time we will always go back to Florida when there's a Halloween party on anyway, because we go back in September religiously. So whenever we go, every year, there will be a Halloween party on. So yes, we will be doing it again. Christmas, this was the first time we've been in the Christmas season.
Yeah, at Christmas.
And that was the first time. I would do that again, maybe in 2 years when it's, the next big birthday. Maybe we'll go then. but not the party.
And you know what? In 2 years' time, we might say, let's just give it another go, sort of thing, and we'll go again and see if we have a better time. But it like I say, it's not like we didn't enjoy ourselves. It was just compared to the Halloween party.
It just weren't as atmospheric.
Yeah, the Halloween party just had more of a vibe, essentially, as well. The other thing we did for the first time as well, Christmas Day, was the Candlelight Processional. We were supposed to have Jennifer Garner, but she pulled a sickie, basically. So we had Susan Egan.
It was very good as well.
Yeah, really enjoyed that. This was part of a dining package. So we had breakfast at Garden Grill in the morning, and then we had the guaranteed seating. So Candlelight Processional, for anyone that doesn't know, is a free event. You don't have to have sort of tickets for it, sort of thing. However, if you want guaranteed seating, you have to do it as part of a dining package, which obviously then comes as a cost. And you have your meal cost plus a little bit extra that pays for your guaranteed seating, don't you? Essentially, sort of thing. Now, like I say, you can stand in the standby line, but ours, we only saw about 30 people.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed. And when we first went up, because we were right at the back of the guaranteed seating queue, and that were long.
Yeah.
And as we were walking past the standby queue, that were extremely long.
Yeah.
So we know for a fact at least 75% of that queue did not get in.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long them people were waiting. So you can stand up at the back.
Yeah, so then your other alternative is just, stand up in...
It is about a 45-minute show.
Yeah, it's a 45-minute show, and you'd be stood like at the America Pavilion. It's... Look, people budget, don't they? So we budgeted for going to it, and we wanted to, have a seat. You've been really looking forward to it.
Yeah,
it's something you really wanted to see. Yeah. And if it's something that you really want to see, then it's worth doing the dining plan and getting the seating. If it's just something that, is there while you're there, and it'd be nice to see it, not that really that bothered about it, then you can see it for free. You can stand at the back, and then obviously you can, you don't have to stand there for the whole 45 minutes either, do you? Realistically.
I mean, next time, I don't think we'd do it again, even though I absolutely loved it. I was really looking forward to it, but it is literally just the story of Jesus.
Yeah.
With songs.
Yeah.
So that's not going to change. The story is always going to be the same. It's just the narrators change each week or every couple of days, don't they?
Yeah, they had Jordan Fisher before we were there.
So they do have different narrators. I think last year they had Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg.
So I don't think I would do it again. Maybe if we were passing, I'd probably stand for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I would say the same. If we did it again, I would do the free option and just stand at the back.
Yeah, and just see if we can get a good view. And if not, don't matter. We'll just move on.
Yeah,
because we've done it. It's a once
stand
and
up
done.
for as long as we can be bothered to stand there for.
Yeah, I think that's a once and done. It's not going to change. It's the story of Jesus. It's always going to be the same.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
But it were good. It were really good. So if you do have a chance to do it and you can afford to do it, I would definitely do it at least once.
Yeah, I agree as well. Garden Grill were good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Didn't look that appealing, but it tasted nice.
Yeah. So that were nice, and the guy that was our server was brilliant. We gave him a $20 tip. He were really nice as well. So Garden Grill breakfast really good. Yeah, I'd recommend that definitely. It's the first time we've done character dining as well. I'm not that bothered about meeting characters, to be honest with you. If you don't want character dining but you want a buffet breakfast type offering, Boma at Animal Kingdom, and it's cheap. It's $39.
We still get to do that though.
Yeah.
So we'll try and get it done, and we'll review it. And we'll try and do it.
But anyway, that, like I say, Garden Grill tick. Enjoyed it definitely. We are doing. I can't even remember what the next one is we're doing, but it's a dining package again, isn't it? It
is the Disney on Broadway.
Yeah, we're doing Disney on Broadway. Similar sort of thing, dining package, but this time we're going to Via Napoli.
For pizza
as well, which brings us on, quite conveniently to
our next trip.
Yeah, our trip announcement. So we've just said we're going for Disney on Broadway. So if anyone knows what time of year that is, then you might have already sort of figured out roughly when we're going. But it is only going to be from when you're watching. It is only going to be 2 weeks' time. So not long to go at all.
I know. I mean, filming this now.
It's 6 weeks for us.
Yeah, it's 6 weeks, and I'm already saying, can we pack yet? Is it too early to pack yet? I'm so excited.
The worst thing is that everyone knows that January takes forever. And when you've got that, plus a Disney trip at the end of it.
Yeah.
It's just going to go so slowly. It's unreal. But yeah, we're staying off site. We're at the Rosen Inn, Lake Buena Vista. We stayed at a Rosen Inn before, not that one. We stayed at the one on International Drive, the International.
It was nice.
So we know what we're getting. We know it's it's not the most modern, but it's clean. It's well priced.
Basic.
It's basic, but it does what it says on the tin.
Mm-hmm.
We're perfectly happily going to the Rosen again. That's fine. The reason, essentially is because of the car. We can, park there for free.
Free parking.
As well. There is other reasons to go with it, but we'll touch
Explain
on that
another time. Yeah.
We'll do that another time as well. Probably on travel day the next time round.
When we're in the airport drinking a Starbucks, waiting to depart.
Yeah. We'll touch on where we were originally staying, because I think a lot of you will think we're absolutely nuts for changing the hotel.
For what we did.
Yeah. As well. But yeah, that is coming up very, very soon. We're there for a week. Mm-hmm. We've got a car again for the full week. We've got a bigger car this time around as well. We had a compact SUV last time. We've gone for the intermediate this time because it's the same price basically as well. So I'm going to get a slightly bigger car. And yeah, we're going to Disney and Universal, and we will make it to Universal this time as well. It was originally a Universal trip as well, so we are going to incorporate more Universal into the trip as well. Well, compared to what you've seen, some Universal, because we didn't go.
I know, it was difficult though, because I were extremely poorly. I mean, coming back, and I know we've touched on before in his
the last vlog.
But I were poorly for at least 3 weeks after we got back home.
Yeah, I had to take a week off work as
well. We were really bad, and my cough lasted for ages, didn't it? So we were extremely poorly.
So we've got that one coming up.
We're going to vlog it all.
Yeah, we're going to vlog it all again. So make sure that you do subscribe to the channel, because these are coming thick and fast. I don't mind even telling you, we have got another 2 already booked on top of the one in February as well. So we've got 3 coming up in 2026 alone. And some big ones in that as well. The February one is just a teaser into the year. The other 2 are quite significant as well. So.
And to be fair, 2027's looking a bit full on and all.
Well, 2027, we haven't got anything booked yet, but we already know
what we're doing.
This is going to be 4.
At
probably.
Least, yeah.
Yeah, minimum 4 trips in 2027 as well. So
because it is a big year for somebody's birthday.
Yes. If you want, regular Orlando content, then here's your channel, guys, as well. So hope you've enjoyed the series that we've put up so far. If you've watched all of them, then thank you very much for watching. If you haven't, this is the first time you've watched us, then what the hell are you doing starting at this point? Go back and start at the beginning as well. We've got a lot of, like I say, stuff in there as well.
It were our first vlog series. We did best we could. We know, we've talked about it for next time we go, so in February, and there's things that we can include, what we don't include, and we're learning along the way. So
indeed, you guys can let us know in the comments as well if there's anything
what you like, what you don't like, what you think we can change, what you think we can do better at. We're all for improving. So
constructive criticism.
But at least we're giving it a go, so that's all definitely. That matters. So but thank you, we really appreciate it. So like you said, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be brilliant.
And then, definitely, we need this as a new channel. We need the help essentially. So if you've enjoyed this series, something on there, if you've enjoyed the fact that we broke down the costing and talked about car hire and all this, and this is useful for you,
we can do that.
Drop a like
as well, can't we?
Drop a like, that really does help us, and also drop us a comment below as well. And don't forget to subscribe, of course. So we'll wrap this up here, and we'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time. But
for travel day.
For travel day again. As well. But happy New Year to all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.